Hello there. Welcome to another episode of Gumzo Cybersecurity Podcast. Today we'll be looking at the three critical pillars of cybersecurity that should be found in your cybersecurity strategy. Number one is people pillar. Number two is the process pillar. And number three is the technology pillar. Quickly, let's look at all these three pillars. People refers to the human element in cybersecurity. Within an organization, this could be your employees, this could be your contractors, and any other stakeholder within your organization. Now, this presents a very interesting challenge because the people pillar is the weakest link and the greatest asset at the same time within an organization. Now, how do you ensure that this pillar is adequate enough to deal with any security based incidents? So, number one, you need as an organization to have policies and procedures that are geared towards best practices with regards to cybersecurity. Then you need to also invest in cybersecurity training, the awareness about security incidences, vectors, all these issues within risks and risks, incidents, and how to handle them at any given time and how they look like. Then you need also to entrench a culture of uh, uh, cybersecurity best practices within your organization. Let's look at the process pillar. So this refers to the policies, procedures, and the standards that govern your cybersecurity policy. So how does an organization ensure that the process pillar is up to scratch? So you might need to implement frameworks. This could be NIST or ISO related frameworks. For example, in ISO, you could be looking at ISO 27002 as a framework, and then looking at the standard that you could use for audit, that could be the ISO 27001. All these spell out controls that should be observed or used as criteria for your audit, against which now you provide evidences for compliance. So we're talking about processes. But before you go to audit, this is the process we're talking about. Your processes need to be mature enough, to be robust enough to ensure that no security incident or risk can come into play without being checked at the process level, whether it is application level security, how you engage with your third party contractors. There's a process, there's a standard operating procedure that ensures all the cybersecurity controls and best practices are being followed. So at the process level, you begin by maturing your processes, and then you can go now to measuring how good you are conforming to a particular control. So we've said, number one, you need to establish a standard or a framework that you need to follow and adhere to. Number two, you need to establish regular security audits, risk assessments, and a regular review and update of your policies. So that's how now you ensure that your process pillar is up to scratch with regards to any security incidents that could come up in the process of you executing your mandate in your day-to-day activities. Let's go to technology. Technology is an interesting one because ideally, this is the first place that people, organizations would invest in before looking at the other thing, the other things. But I believe this should be the last pillar you should be looking at after you have done your awareness for your staff and you have sanitized your processes and ensured you're maturing them, you're trying to optimize them as you go. So technology refers to the software, hardware, and any other related technology that will be used to ensure and assure uh, security within an organization. These are the technologies that will ensure your data and systems are secure. How do you ensure that this pillar is adequate enough? Organizations should look at a DID approach, or defense in depth approach, where you're looking at elements such as firewall, intrusion prevention and detection systems. You're looking at antiviruses, you're looking at SIEMs. All these are the different layers that we should be looking at, starting from the data core, data level, all the way to the physical security at the perimeter. So you should ensure that you are approaching technology from a defense in depth. So, with that, I believe we have discussed the three critical pillars in cybersecurity that should find their place, and rightfully so, in your cybersecurity policy, cybersecurity strategy. So, with that, this is Gumzo Cybersecurity Podcast. Till next time, keep safe.